So here we are 4 years later and my boy X is finally getting some justice. The 4 people involved in the killing of X are Dedrick Williams, Trayvon Newsome, Robert Allen, and Michael Boatwright. Boatwright being the guy who pulled the trigger to shoot X, and Trayvon being the other guy with a gun who pulled the bag off of X. Robert Allen and Dedrick Williams are the 2 guys who went inside the shop to scope it out, and they both act like they didn't do anything, but I'm gonna be honest, I think they were as involved as the other 2 guys. Why else would they walk inside the boat shop? These fuckers didn't have enough money to buy a jet ski or dirt bike. What I'm pretty sure happened was they saw X get the money out of the bank in his BMW and followed him from the bank to the boat bike shop. And those 2 fuckers went inside the bike shop and scoped it out. That's what they did. They wanted to see if X had security with him, or like if they could tell if he had a gun. 100% that's what they were doing. This big boy right here, Robert Allen, he's snitching. His lawyer says he was not involved really. He stayed in the car. He didn't have a gun. Motherfucker, you went inside the boat shop to scope it out. You should be in jail for the rest of your life. I don't give a fuck. Michael Boatwright's a bitch ass actually back in the day tried to say he was like not mentally competent to stand trial and tried to go that route. Like, come on, bitch. You were mentally competent enough to plan a whole robbery and pull the trigger at someone, but now your bitch ass is in court trying to say you're not mentally competent. That shit is so pussy. And then Dedrick Williams was the infamous guy who has a video of him flexing cash and spent like $800 at the mall the next day after X was shot and killed. So he was using X's money, quite obviously. In my opinion, all 4 of these fuckers should be put away for the rest of their lives. Robert Allen is snitching on the other 3 guys because he's trying to get a less sentence. And so what this article says is Robert Allen accepted a plea deal in Broward County, Florida court. He is still looking at life in prison, but is hoping to get less time for cooperating. Robert Allen's lawyer, Jim Lewis, said this.
Well, Mr. Allen entered a guilty plea this morning in the murder-death of XXXTENTACION. He pleaded guilty to a lesser-included offense of second-degree murder, and it is likely he'll be called as a witness in the case against the other 3 co-defendants in the case. When it comes out to what Mr. Allen's role in this, it was much less than the other 3 involved. It was always kind of contemplated that the state was looking to use him as a witness in the case. Again, his involvement much less than the others, more of an accessory after the fact than really part of the planning. Certainly never got out of the car, never had a gun, never shot anybody. More of an accessory after the fact, and hopefully the judge and the state will take this into consideration and also take into consideration his truthful testimony.
His lawyer talking about how he never got out of the car and he was an accessory after the fact is kind of complete bullshit to me. Why did he go in the fucking boat shop in the first place? Quite obvious, him and Dedrick were scoping it out. He got out of the car. He put effort in to go in the building and scope it out. I don't care what anyone says, that's what they were doing. I'll still think this is the dumbest and most avoidable shit of all time. Like, this robbery was so fucking stupid, boys. The fact that they even thought that they could get away with this is mind-blowing. Because apparently they did know who X was too. Like, they did not know who he was. And these motherfuckers grabbed the bag off him in his car, got his Louis Vuitton bag with $50K in it, and were about to walk away from the car, and you see the video of Michael Boatwright's bitch ass pulling the trigger anyway. Like, it's the most dumbfoundingly stupid shit I've ever seen in my life. This guy did not need to kill X. He literally didn't. X already gave him the $50K in the bag and they killed him anyway. It's so stupid. All of them should be put to jail for the rest of their lives. Sorry I had to vent a little bit. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, follow my Twitter and Instagram. Fucking love you boys. For real. Thanks for the support. Peace out.